Hello everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection. And yeah guys, I wanted to go ahead and do another replay review in 2025. And other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy.
What's up guys, welcome back. Another replay review here. I'm currently playing, as you guys can see, no surprise, some of the best stuff ever for these amazing friends, or should I call them brothers? Anyways, the point is that this is their collection. I did do a review on the recent game, Shredder's Revenge, but now I'm going into the classics, guys. This game I played in the arcades years ago, years ago, in a Pizza Hut. I used to go specifically, we used to ask my mom specifically to go to Pizza Hut so we could play this game. We put in a couple of quarters, maybe $5 a piece. At the time, arcades were 25 cents for each game. So you can see I start off with Michelangelo for obvious reasons. He's my favorite turtle, like I said in the other review. And yeah, the gameplay is definitely aged. It's definitely retro. It's definitely a little bit slower and a little bit weird, but it's still fun, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to be as intense or crazy as Shredder's Revenge, but I can guarantee you're going to have a good time. At least that's what I think. Especially if you're from that time and you enjoyed those kind of video games. That's what it depends on as well. So it's really up to you guys. But overall, the gameplay, I would say, is very familiar for most of you that play beat-em-ups. If you don't care for beat-em-ups, then don't even, you know what I'm saying? But if you like the Ninja Turtles and you like beat-em-ups, guys, you can't go wrong with this collection. Also, the collection is currently free. But anyways, right here I have a couple of options for you guys that you can check out to enhance the game a little bit more if you like. Some of these are cheats really, but I never use these until I beat the game. Then I'll go back and play the second playthrough, but I really haven't been able to use them, so I can't really give you, there's even a God mode. Okay, it's up to you guys, whatever you guys want to use. But anyways, like I was saying, the game is currently free on PSN. And I don't know for how long, but for right now it is, and you get a chance to enjoy the hell out of this, right? It also has, I think, the Nintendo games and a huge variety that I'm going to show you at some point through this video. But anyways, as you can see, the gameplay, it also has this sort of refined look. I think it has some kind of upgrade to it, like to the graphics. Not really sure what they're doing, but it feels like it. Also, the screen, which I'm going to mention later, you can adjust. I feel like you should even the original, because it just makes the graphics look better, even though they look a little bit smaller. In my opinion, I think you're going to want to leave it on that, just less pixelated. If you like more pixelated look, you can also widen the screen. They do have those options, but you get attacked by multiple assailants, guys. There's a limit to how many, but yeah, there's pretty much the same variety as Shredder's Revenge overall. Here's some of the games. Ninja Turtles Classic. I would say that first one is arcade game. Turtles in Time, as we go through here. And you get a little preview of each. There's a Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time as well, for some reason. Tournament Edition, these fighting versions of the Ninja Turtles games, which at the time they were like a big deal. Never played this one, Stone Heist, until I played, obviously, the collection. And just, you can't go wrong with this, Obviously, like I said, dated gameplay and controls. I think the controls are not dated. I think it's just the gameplay, because the controls felt quite good on the PS5 controller. And I don't know, it should be on other platforms as well, so it's not just a PS5 thing, but I'm playing on a PS5, so yeah, that's why. And yeah, Manhattan Project, I never heard about this, so there's a few there that you might not even heard about that you may want to try, and some of them are quite fun. If you really like the Turtles, you're gonna love them. Look, Game Boy, for God's sakes, you can't go wrong. And obviously, some of you guys, I know you're emulator people, and most of these are nothing new. But hey, either way, if you want to play different versions of it, like I said, there's additional options. There you go, boss fight with Rocksteady. I'm guessing Bebop is somewhere in the game as well. He always is. And little cinematics like that, cartoon drawn, some of that Tournament Edition, Donatello's kicking some ass, And yeah, there's cool little things here and there, guys, I'm not going to say that, I'm not going to hype this up. When it came out for $40, I believe, I didn't buy it because I was like, come on, guys. Like, yeah, these games are, kind of old. and I waited till now. But either way, it's enjoyable, and it depends on your fandom. I'm a really big fan, but I refuse to. A lot of these games I already own, so it's kind of hard, I just didn't have those features like that I'm gonna show you eventually throughout the video. As well as these cool little flashes of them kicking and doing stuff. It just reminds me of old times, very nostalgic for me overall. There isn't much more to say than, just it's a pretty cool thing. And this is one of my favorites that was put in here, Turtles in Time, because I used to actually play a lot of this, and the gameplay seems like really fluid. I think this is the best one. This is the one that felt the best in my opinion. But it's up to you guys. There's a Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time as well. I think this one was better than that one, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe to you guys it might feel different. And basically, I'm putting clips of each turtle. They play slightly different, but expect them to play very similar, guys. You know what to expect. But it's really cool overall. And, we're halfway through the video, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and give you the score. I think this is a 7, solid 7 overall for what they're offering. I wish they would have included 1 or 2 of the 3D ones that were actually good. But it's okay, maybe in another collection. Overall, I think it's a pretty good collection. It's still above average. And if you're a retro guy, you might even score it higher, There's some Raphael for you guys with the size flipping. I can't use that weapon. When I was in martial arts, I was just not good at it. Everybody has their weapon, right? But anyways, as you go through the games, you might stop at 2 or 3 that might be more of your picking, more of your favorite side of things. It just depends, okay? But you can't go wrong with this collection. Even if you were to buy it, I believe it was on special several times at $20. Don't quote me on that, but I've seen it for as low as 20. And man, sometimes even lower on the PSN. Believe it or not, guys, we got great deals. Sometimes like $12, $10 for like really amazing games. I haven't paid for a full game in a very long time. Okay, so it's kind of cool how these specials come out and stuff. The bad thing is, yes, they're digital, and people are weird about that. But I got news for you: they can get damaged even if they're disc. Surprise! Those don't last forever either. A lot of people don't know that, but those don't last forever either. But they last, You own them, so you don't need to, be online and all that to download them, and I get it. But overall, I still think that this is very worthy to at least try and enjoy. There's also additional memorabilia in the game that you would like here, like filters on how to find these special things, like magazines and stuff that came out when the original releases, like cartridges and, old school boxes of Game Boy, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, guys. You know what I'm saying? So if you lived at around that time, and it may be something that you miss, then this may be something that you like. Obviously, this collection came out a while ago, so a lot of you probably already played it. For the ones that haven't played it, this is basically additional information for you guys. If you were on the fence about it and you forgot about it for a while, go on your PSN account, and it's there. Ready to go, ready to play. As a fan of the Ninja Turtles, obviously Michelangelo's my favorite, but all the turtles are fun to play with. You can't not enjoy it. There's also, guys, original TV series that I love right there with some of the pictures and screenshots. I thought it was going to have the episodes. That would have been blowing my mind, but it didn't. And here's the second favorite. I know people from the later generations of the 2000s like that second one there. And everybody has their favorite, right? Everybody has... You guys know how it is. There's some Casey Jones and another Tournament Edition game. There's like 3 of those games. And honestly, I thought they were kind of fun. Some of them more than others. Dated gameplay, guys. Graphics are slightly improved depending on what screen size you use, but overall it's fun. Here's some additional options right here. This is the base options, I believe. Screen size, control, strategy guide. Look at that, a damn strategy guide with pictures and shit. I know a lot of you guys like pictures. I need to be able to see it because it annoys me that you don't let me see it type of thing. Well, there you go, strategy guide for you. And load save at any point, at any time, which is very convenient, I think. Filters, Sometimes I would leave it off, and sometimes on TV filter. It just depends on you and what kind of actual filter you enjoy for these older games with pixels. And this one surprised me, guys. This is like an old school Nintendo Tournament Edition one, but there's some skills involved, right? It's one of those where you have to pick your shots, and it just felt kind of fun to play. You guys remember Karate Tournament or something like that? That's what it reminded me of. But overall, that's pretty much all I have to say about the game, guys. 7.5, try it out, enjoy it, relive some of those memorable times of the Ninja Turtles with a whole lot to pick from. And yeah, I just kind of enjoyed it as much. I don't know why I became kind of addicted to this last one here. It's weird, I know, but even though it looks really old, something about it, you know. But yeah, guys, once again, roll credits. We're gonna end it here. Check it out. 7.5, I believe, out of 10. Actually, no, 7 out of 10. Sorry, I don't know why I said 7.5. Maybe I was thinking different. Either way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go game.